This European cricket event is proudly brought to you by HCL Software, Rado and 1xBet.
If you're Hutton, this game is a borderline must-win for them. It starts off with a fuller delivery here. It was a full toss, really.
And looking forward to the women finishing off in style here, as that one's chipped away past mid-off, and it's going to roll away for Ellie Shaw's first boundary of this game. Just a bit over pitch there from Amara Law. The line was pretty much perfect. But it rolls away, and despite the outfield being slightly wet from those storms that...
We had a number of rain-affected games, which also meant that run rate ends up being a little bit higher, as this has been launched all the way for a 6, the first Maximo of day 2.
That was a lovely swing of the bat. It was outside off stump. She just heaved it away to the leg side and comfortably cleared the rope. But good intent showed here by Gunnersbury.
Oh, beautifully played there by Shaw. It was just down the leg side, and she's played this beautifully, struck it very firmly, targeted that fine leg boundary.
Because they might not have the power to clear the rope as frequently, they've got to scramble every run.
Yes, it's struck towards mid-on, and what a take! What an incredible grab there by Saba Naseem, one-handed, and manages to get rid of Shaw. She just put a hand up there, tracked the ball perfectly, and it landed right in the mid, a moment of sheer brilliance this morning.
Let's hope that the camera has got that, because that was an outrageous grab. She just stuck up her right hand, hope for the best, and the outcome was ideal. Fortunately, we didn't see it there, but it was such a brilliant take.
Big emerging prospect here in this part of the world, as this is popped up in the air, and it's going to be taken. A great catch off her own bowling there for Palmenter. Jones was looking to go big once again, but couldn't quite get the distance. It just popped up in the air. That's a nice grab for Palmenter, so they get a couple of quick wickets here, Hutton. And this is the ideal situation for any bowling side. They've got 2 new batters out in the middle.
Yeah, it was a great delivery. It was just going across the right-hander. In all reality, it was not the right shot selection there to try and go against the angle, and in the end just gets chipped up in the air by Emily Jones, and it's a nice take off her own bowling by Lauren Parmenter. Again, herself only 22 years old.
That's a top edge, and that's flying away towards third. It's going to be a big chase here, and struck away very nicely there by Kato. That's going to go away for 4 runs. And a full toss. Cross-batted stroke here by Moses, brilliantly played away. It's just, they haven't seen consecutive boundaries really at any point this innings. They've maybe let them strike the odd one here and there, as this is going to come rolling into the commentary tent. That's going to be 4 more going to Zoe Moses. Full toss again, just played towards mid-wicket. They're contemplating a single here. Will they be able to make it safely? Yes, just about. Kato running to the danger end. Had to commit there. Gunnersbury, their running between the wickets has been exceptional so far. There's a little bit of yes, no indecision, but then Kato committed and managed to get safely to the strikers. And it just snuck underneath Darcy Sturt's hands, and they were just waiting to see if it got past her. Once it did,
and that one has been hit away beautifully through the covers. 4 runs. I'll have to see that one on replay.
A good use of the feet there by Shimako Kato. Danced down the wicket. And
these 2 batters now as well, as they're trying to go after every single ball. And similar to what we saw in the men's, if you swing hard, you're going to get rewarded.
Oh, struck nicely into the gap. And it's a terrific bit of fielding out in the deep there by Rachel Pierce. Certainly saved her side 3 runs.
I'll have to check this one just in case, because her foot does hit the rope. It's just whether the ball is clear when she does so. Ball's in hands there. It comes back out. And, that might actually be a 4, which will be really unfortunate, because it's an excellent piece of fielding. You can see her right leg there just pushes out against the rope, and it looks like her hand is on the ball there. doesn't deserve to go for 4 in terms of that fielding, but still, it was a good hit off the bat of Zoe Moses.
Struck straight back to the bowler. Oh, does Shankar force the run out here? Yes, she does. Brilliant athleticism. And that is the important wicket of the Japanese international, Kato. Great work here by Shankar. Some good fielding off her own bowling. It was a terrific ball as well on the good length, just around the top of middle and off. It was struck straight back to her, and she has the athleticism and the presence of mind to just whip the bails off right there. And it was certainly an easy decision for umpire Lizzie Condor. Raised her finger, but that was the end. And what has been a good partnership for this Gunnersbury side. They just helped their side recover after that early wobble. Partnership ends up being worth 42 runs, but it is snapped thanks to some great work by Anaya Shankar. A big appeal over here. Maybe just struck outside the leg stump. Not the case. The finger has been raised. And Moses will depart as well. It's the first wicket for Robinson. Certainly deserves that after some brilliant bowling. And that is huge. That is absolutely huge. Moses departs here, who helped construct that important partnership with Kato. We'll take a look at this one more time. Yeah, maybe a few Gunnersbury players might feel the impact was slightly outside the leg stump, but Hutton won't care one bit whatsoever. This is the ideal situation here for Hutton. They get 2 new batters out in the middle. He's been talking about this a few times in the chat, as this will just get pulled away, and that's going to race away towards the boundary rope for 4 runs.
They've got the stars out in those teams. Looking forward to following that one. So that one's clubbed away, and it's a classic situation there where the...
Well, just keep in mind, the last time these 2 teams played each other, that's most definitely going to be...
I think the Coliseum was falling down, so hopefully they've made some improvements to it for the cricket, as that one is a brilliant shot. Magic triple figure mark, and they'll certainly get there when Esther Delanga is at the crease, and she pumps that one away, and that'll be a big 6 runs. Just a short arm jab, slightly back of a length, as Esther just clears that front leg and goes away for a 6.
But it looks like they're going to get close to that 109 again. Well, goes away for 4 runs, so they do end up with a similar total to what we saw them get when these 2 sides last faced each other. There was a full toss, and that's beautifully played there by Delanga, who strikes that behind square leg for 4 runs. The Gunnersbury end up with 108 here, a very strong total by them, very similar to the total that they posted when they beat this Hutton side. That time around it was 109.
Into the first ball of the run chase. It's on the money straight away from Kato, but it's a little misfield out there, and it will actually go all the way. Rain intervention for Hutton there. So they got to 66 for no loss against Upminster before the rain came down. But
the wicket there, so Palmenter managed to make 9 runs, will have to depart, but gets a wicket on her very first ball. A little feather edge through to the keeper. That's really well taken there by Kylie White, who's skippering this match as well for Gunnersbury. You can just see she's looking to work this one through cover, and it takes a fine edge through to the keeper. She was up immediately, wasn't she, Kylie White? She knew that was a wicket. Huge moment here for Butt, who gets a wicket off her very first European Cricket Series ball. And it's a massive one. Now that they've lost Palmenter, just going to have to keep scoring runs. Nassim is a very talented cricketer. She's going to be helped out with a slight misfield.
Hayley Shaw is just giving them absolutely nothing. On this occasion, though, it will be a full toss. We'll have to check that one. And it will be a run out first and foremost. Going to have to check the no ball anyway, because it could be a free hit for the batter coming in. And they had to go for the run there. Almost a catch, actually. Saba Nassim, she knocked that one up in the air, landed safely. So take a look whether it was a no ball. Oh, it's a 50-50 again. It's one for the match referee to decide. And we can see what happens after that as it gets knocked up in the air. Throw comes in, and it's a easy stumping or run out in the end for the wicket keeper. So take a look at the whole sequence of events. So it goes up in the air. Ellie Shaw goes into reverse gear, but actually allows the throw to be put in by Emily Metcalf. It's an inch perfect throw from her. It's knocked away nicely by Rachel Pierce. She'll get her first boundary. Yeah, you've certainly seen the acceleration. They've gone up a couple of gears here, which is excellent to see, as that one might go straight through the two fielders. It's an outstanding shot.
A bowler to bowl the penultimate over. That's going to be a wicket here for Kato. Pierce's innings comes to an end. She batted superbly, well-deserved 17 of 17 deliveries for. Just gave her side that little bit of an acceleration after they slowed down during those middle overs. But just to go back to that point, I mean, let's say this was a tight game. Moses comes in to bowl that over. 16 needed of 12. Bowls a few no balls. It looks like Hutton are just going to jump ahead of the rate and have a chance to win. And then the umpire bails the bowling side out by forcing her off.
Yeah, I think there's better ways of resolving it. And I don't think a young bowler being taken off in this situation helps anyone.
And then what's a dangerous ball, and the person facing them?
Exactly.
The person facing them is perfectly happy with them, then I don't see how the umpires can have any complaints. We come to the end of this match. Hutton end up posting just 57 runs, a convincing victory for Gunnersbury. They take this by 51 runs.